Hey everyone, so this is going to be my update video for weeks 25 and 26. I'm not going to read all of the information off of the Baby Center website. I'm just going to kind of skim through a little bit of week 26 and I'll just talk a little about everything else that's been going on. So for week 25, basically, it just said that, he's putting on the weight. He's putting on some baby fat to help smooth out his wrinkly skin. His network of nerves in his ears are becoming more sensitive and more developed, which means that he can hear me and my husband just talking, and if we're just having a conversation, he can hear that. Hi there. He's become a lot more active, so much more activity going on. It used to be, a few weeks ago, it would only be at night. Right when I was about to go to bed, I would start feeling him, but I would be so tired that I'd just be like, ugh, I don't feel like staying up just to feel him move. And now it's a lot more. It's, in the morning, pretty much whenever I'm sitting down, staying still, I'll feel him turn or stretch, just some sort of movement that he does, and I love it, love every second of it. So he's continuing to put on the baby weight. It said last week, 25 weeks, he was about 1.5 pounds. Now it says he's about 1 2/3 pounds, so almost 2 pounds. Skipped a pound there. And he's measuring about 14 inches, from head to heel. And since I'm having a boy, his testes have started to descend into his scrotum, or they will start soon. And that trip takes about 2 to 3 months, so that's interesting. Obviously, not every baby is the same, just like every woman is not the same. And so obviously his development could be, he could be a little bit ahead of time, he could be a little bit behind, but as long as he comes out healthy, I don't care. I just want him to be a healthy, happy little baby. So that's pretty much all it goes through right now. Aside from that, he has been a lot more active, and he's started to respond to Ty's voice. Last night, Ty, he was moving, like he is now, and I told Ty, I was like, get over here and start talking to him. So he did, and I think at first he felt kind of silly, and then, I'm sorry, he's moving, and it kind of tickles a little. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna start crying. He felt kind of silly at first, and then when Grayson actually started moving, he got really excited and animated, and he wanted to keep talking. So that was really cute. I should have recorded it. I will next time, because it was adorable. Ow, I have an itch on my leg. But really, other little symptoms and stuff that have been happening. I've gotten a few uncomfortable pains. They weren't super irritating. They were just uncomfortable. And what it was is just my uterus kind of pushing my other organs out of the way, making room for the baby. And which, I mean, come on. You've got a lot of room already, but he needs more. So, excuse me. But it was very noticeable because it almost felt like a tightening, but inside. And my belly wasn't hard. So it wasn't a Braxton Hicks, and it lasted for 15 minutes. It's only happened a couple times. And really all I did was stand up and walk around and rub my belly. That seemed to kind of keep my mind off of it. It didn't do anything to ease the uncomfortable feeling that I was having, but that's, Something else that's really been driving me crazy lately is I have restless leg syndrome. That is a genetic thing. I know my mom has it as well. Trying to paint her toenails. sometimes it's really fun because she just kicks. And I thought it was really funny until it started happening to me a lot more ever since I got pregnant. And it's so hard to take your mind off of it because it's so annoying. And, you know, you can't control your legs. You feel like you gotta move them. And so it's frustrating at times, but hopefully it'll slow back down and not be so crazy when he pops out of me, because it's like every night. It's not even just at night. It's, you know, it's mostly at night when I'm trying to go to bed or while I'm, you know, just relaxing after dinner. But sometimes it's all day and I'm just like, stop it, you know, and just want to chop my legs off from my knees down. But obviously I'm not going to do that because that's extreme and it's a temporary thing. It goes away. Especially if I do get my mind off of it, if I'm successful in that attempt, it usually goes away. So I don't know if that's like a mind thing or what exactly restless leg syndrome is. You know what? I'm going to have to Google it because it is very bothersome. But my printer is down here and it almost fell. So, anything else I could really talk about? My glucose screening, I haven't done that yet. That's from 24 to 28 weeks. And I'm in the middle of that, so I'm going to have to do that soon. I don't want to, because, you know, they just take some blood, and it's either they take blood and do it, or they, like, make you drink this really sugary drink. And a lot of women say it's disgusting, and I just don't know if I can do that. So, I don't know. I don't really have a problem with needles too much. So, I guess we'll see how that happens. I also don't have health insurance up here in Canada, so I'm going to have to figure out how to get to the clinic without them being like, oh, you don't have health insurance, well, it's going to cost this much, and you need a prescription for it. You have to have a prescription for, like, everything. Just to have an ultrasound, my first ultrasound, I had to have a prescription. It's silly. I feel like I'm missing out on, like, a bunch of stuff that I wanted to talk about, but really, you know, this pregnancy's been a breeze. I know for a lot of women, pregnancy's evil, and, you know, they just want it to be over. But right now, I'm just kind of walking right through it. Although I'm starting to have to sit down to put on my shoes, or like my winter boots. Oh, I hate putting them on. I dread it because I have to sit down. I have to, you know, squeeze my belly, and it's just uncomfortable. So it's kind of funny walking down the street. I kind of waddle a little when I'm taking my dog out, just because you know, I got this giant bulge that I'm not used to having. So it's pretty funny. But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go raid that kitchen right now because I'm hungry. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.